Okay, so this is going to be a little interesting because before I started the countdown, Mike and I were totally good. We did a sound check. Everything was fine. And literally as soon as the countdown started, we started having some technical issues on his end. So we might need a minute or two once the video is done playing. But Mike, if you can hear me right now, I don't know if you have anything else open on your computer or your phone or whatever that might be running the video. But try and close that. That might work. Anyway, guys, super stoked for this one. Honestly, I haven't talked to Mike a whole lot, and I've wanted to for a long time. This guy has some absolutely incredible stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just going to run the video, and hopefully we have Mike in here when I come back. See you in a minute, guys. It's Friday night, so you know what that means. So we are, he's trying to load in right now. I was just about to say we aren't quite lucky enough to have him quite yet, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll get it figured out in a second. First and foremost, sorry about this terrible sunburn. I definitely locked myself outside of my truck today in like, what is the equivalent of a 30-degree weather for Americans? I don't know. I can't it was hot out. I was in direct sunlight, no hat, no sunscreen. Wasn't great. So yeah, it's worse than normal. Just all of this. He's just sort of jumping back and forth, loading in and out. If anybody has any questions that they want to throw out for Mike, feel free to start throwing them out now. I'll kind of keep a tally on them. If anybody even has any questions for me while we wait for Mike to get his stuff figured out, I'm more than happy to answer. And yeah, no industry shirt today because I can actually not get to my my snake shirts at this very moment. There's some 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, it might not seem too hot, but it's been fucking cold here. Yeah, I can't get to my snake shirts right now. Tough. It's a Pantera shirt. I love Pantera. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mike's thing, so just give me a second, guys. Let's sorry guys, I was just texting him. Let's see if I can help from my end. Okay, for some reason it's saying he is not. On his end, it's saying that he's ready to go, but on my end, it's saying he doesn't have a microphone or a camera hooked up. So I don't know if anybody here can help. Pete, shut up! Like, come on, man! Like, you're just. I don't know. Let me give me a sec. Yeah, unfortunately, that did not help. He's restarting his phone, guys. Sorry about this. Like I said, if anybody has any questions for Mike that they want to throw out now, just to kind of get them ready. Thank you. You're more than welcome to. Gotta. Oh. Oh, for some reason his computer is blocking access to his microphone, his camera, and he can't figure out why. I do not know how to fix this problem. Okay, so we're gonna let him restart his phone, and we'll figure it out. Are you guys? Oh Jesus! Oh, it's a little bit sad, Pete. I mean, there's some good shows out there. Okay, well, since I just have some dead air right now, I might as well just make myself sound like a complete idiot and tell you guys what happened to my friggin' face. I was at Home Depot yesterday picking up some paint for work, and literally had a guy that had a piece of lumber on his shoulder do the like Three Stooges like turn and caught me right across the face because I wasn't paying attention. I was looking down on my phone, and like I was like this close to being knocked on my ass. I was seeing stars, but it was more just embarrassing. So yeah, that was fun. And then on top of that, I got this delightful sunburn. No, it's not a secret. I don't think she's gonna. No, I doubt that very much. So yeah, that was fun. Got assaulted by some lumber at Home Depot. Sorry, guys. I do apologize. We had it. I promise. Everything was running perfectly. Right before I started the countdown, it's still saying not connected when he joins. Fuck. it looks like he has a Samsung phone. I don't know if anybody here has a Samsung. If anybody can maybe give Mike a hand, because like it let him in fine at the beginning, and now all of a sudden it's not working. This is what this is the error he is getting. If anybody, I don't think that's going to pick up. Oh, I don't know what happened, but this might have worked. There he is.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, we did it. Sorry, guys. That took about 10 minutes, but we got there, and that's all that matters. Can you hear me okay? Oh, this has not been the most fun. Oh. Who cut snake eggs?
Got it.
Okay, we good?
I can't use the headphones. That's the problem.
What's that?
So hold on, let me fix my volume because I can't hear you. So stupid.
Can you hear me now? We good?
Let me try the headphones again now. You there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's not working with the headphones.
It is or it isn't? You can't hear me?
So now I can't hear you. Hold on, let me try my settings on the volume.
All right. Well, at least we got video. That's a step up.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I know how to get back to you now. So if I cut out, I'll get right back to you. But let me try to fix my volume.
You're cutting out really bad. I don't know if you can hear me.
I cannot hear you at all.
I feel like his phone's using the microphone and camera for something else, maybe.
See, now I can hear you, but now it's echoing. So let me switch it back to the headphones.
That's weird.
So
now I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, so I have to do it with the default. Can you hear me now?
That's funny. I can hear you, yes.
Okay, so we're echoing, but I can hear you. So you can see me now, so we're good.
I can't hear the echo back on this end, so I'm hoping we're okay.
Yeah, I can't hear it now. Now everything's good.
All right, perfect. All right, I think we're finally good.
Yeah.
How's it going, Mike? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad, man. Yeah, you know what? You and I really haven't communicated basically much at all, really. Like, for the most part, people I have on, I've had, some conversations with and stuff, but I'm really excited to have you on because you have some incredible stuff, man. Like just some absolutely insane stuff.
Yeah, that hence the name Insane Clown Pythons.
But before we get into it, do you want to introduce yourself to anybody that might be watching now or watch us in the future that doesn't know who you are?
Yeah, my name is Mike Sanders, the owner of Insane Clown Pythons. There's the shirt. And I specialize in breeding the high end and the crazy morph of the clowns, and I do a lot of desert ghosts also.
That's fucking awesome, man. I'm gonna jump right into the questions because I feel like I know the answer to this, but there might be people out there that don't, and I feel like it's probably gonna be a big question for anybody that doesn't understand like the reference right away. But what was the origin of your business name?
Well, there was a group, rock group, Insane Clown Posse. So, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s when music was real music. So I said, you know what? Clown's a Python morph. So, why not go ahead and do Insane Clown Python? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? It's a pretty great name in a hobby where it's a lot of like just like abbreviated names. You know what I mean? Like it's interesting. It's different. I like
right.
it.
And I did it with the N instead of I didn't copy their ICP, completely. Yeah. I did my NCP. you know?
Yeah, and that, yeah, you make it your own, but you keep the reference there. Yeah, it works
So,
great.
correct.
So just to follow up on that, were there any other names that you almost ended up with?
Yeah, first I was 909 Pythons, and then I was something else. Then I was like, none of it it just doesn't hit me like it does, And
Yep.
again, our generation is a lot more creative. So I was just like, you know what? I like the clown. Like, that's one of my favorite morphs in the Pythons. Why not be Insane Clown Pythons?
That's awesome, man. Okay, so we're gonna jump into what is usually my first question, but the name question I felt like was a little more important here. How and when did you get into the hobby? Whether it was specifically ball pythons or any other kind of reptile that you might have started with.
Well, when I was younger, I always liked reptiles. I liked animals. So I used to catch all the little fence lizards and all the normal little stuff that we have here wild in California. And then the first snake I got was actually an albino Burmese python, because when ball pythons, started back when I was looking at them, they were really horrible. They were just brown snakes. And I was like, yeah, that's ugly. It's common. They all look the same. They're pointless. So I went to a reptile shop and I saw the albino Burmese python. And I was like, yeah, that's the one for me right there for sure. I need the albino Burmese python. So that was the one I ended up getting it for my son. His name was Big, and we kept him till he got around 17 feet. And I had to get rid of him. He was just too big. Feeding them rabbits and everything. And it was kind of sad hearing the rabbits scream every time it was time to feed them. It wasn't much, I didn't know anything about the frozen, unthawed feeding and all that. It was all live feeding back then. So it was just
when was that? Like around when was that?
It was in the 90s. I want to say, no, let me see. Son was born in 90s. Yeah, so it was in the 90s. So it was like 99.
Nice.
Yeah, 1999.
That's awesome, man. I've had a couple comments while we were kind of waiting for the technical issues to sort themselves out. A couple people brought up something called the Neo.
Yes.
That I am not familiar with. I don't know what they're referring to. Can you educate me?
Well, he's a snake that I ended up getting from one of my buddies, Sean, at Astro Pythons.
Oh, nice. I follow him too.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's in shed right now. I will show him off, but he's a Confusion chocolate mahogany clown.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Confusion chocolate. Ooh, yeah, that's incredible, man.
Yeah, world's first. He ended up hitting 3 of them.
What?
Yeah. Out of 4.
You gotta wonder how some people get that kind of luck.
Yeah, he had four eggs, and he hit 1. He hit all confusions in all 4 eggs. So he hit
my God.
A spot nose confusion and 3 chocolate mahogany confusion clowns.
That's wild. That's incredible.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so we're jumping on to another question, and then we have a question from the chat. Mike, what's the reason you do this?
Because I love animals. I love what I do. Anything that I get involved with, I go all the way. There's no half-stepping.
I think that's probably the best answer, right? When you talk about this. And you know what? I'm not the kind of guy that's going to give somebody a hard time if they're like, oh, it's a business. Like, I get that too. I get that that's part of it.
Well, it's going to be a business eventually, but right now it's not a business because it's an investment. It's all investment right now. There's no ROI. There's nothing. It's strictly an investment. And the thing is, I'm in this for the long haul. So I just do it for the love and what I like. And I just do it the way that I do all my things.
Okay, so the question we had from the chat, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but we'll go ahead and ask it anyway. Do you work with anything other than pythons?
No, just ball pythons.
Just ball pythons
Yeah, because
exclusively.
the thing, it was hard enough to get my wife to go ahead and go along with this. So the next thing I'm going to do is start adding extra stuff to cause problems.
You're not gonna push your luck.
Uh,
It's a smart man.
yeah, she let me go with this, and I'm going to stick with this, and that's it.
So we'll jump right into the next one. What made you realize that you wanted to do this? You wanted to breed?
Well, the thing originally, I just wanted a ball python for a pet, and when I bought my second snake from Miguel at Always Evolving Pythons, he kind of put the bug in my ear and said, "Hey, you're spending all this money on animals. Why don't you get a return on your investment?" And I was like, "Hey, it kind of makes sense." And then from that point on, it just went from 0 to 100 real quick.
You know what? Miguel's a great guy too. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times when he's come up for the big Canadian expos. Dude knows his shit.
He does, but the thing is, he's just a normal person like me and everyone else. That's what I like. He's not a person.
He's a really cool guy. I send him fucking Dragon Ball Z stuff all the time.
Right.
I love the guy.
He doesn't try to like hold you back or keep things from you. He basically just tells you like, "Hey, this is what I did. Do what you want to do." So
not only that, but people don't realize, like, a lot of people just give him a hard time because you have money and that's how you got in. Like, a lot of people don't realize the fucking headaches that guy had when he first started.
Right.
He went through all the same bullshit we all did. He just wasn't showing that off at the time, or he kind of was, just not to the degree he's on YouTube now, right? Like,
yeah, but the good thing about him, he has tough skin.
That's the other thing too. Like, he doesn't let anything fucking get to him.
Nah, he doesn't. See, me, I would take it a little more personal, so that's why I just kind of stay low key and do my thing and just call it a day.
We have another question from the chat. Do you have more DG than Clown?
I actually do.
I did not expect that to be your answer. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually do.
So, hey, I mean, as long as you're honest about it, and DG's amazing.
Correct.
Truth is, I don't have nearly enough. I have one clutch that might produce visual DG this year, and that's it. Like, I slept on that way too hard.
Yeah, I got about 60 DG females growing up right now.
That's amazing. We have a couple hets growing up. We went pretty heavy in the DG Pied stuff. So I have, I think, 6 or 7 females in that project growing up. But I have, one female that can make me visuals this year. And I'm just annoyed because I had the opportunity. I live 2 hours away from Will Moreau's. Like, it's not like I didn't have the chance to get into it.
Right. Right.
So I've been kicking myself for the past like 3 years because I've just been seeing it do this. And I could have already been a lot deeper in it. I didn't.
Well, that was the first thing that I actually purchased for my daughter was a DG from Justin Kabelka.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I just started, I liked the way that they did. And I was like, you know what? DG Clown is the way to go. So the reason why I bought so many DG females is I want to put all the codoms in DG that I want myself. So I'll be able to make – go ahead.
Sorry, that question came from a buddy of yours. He just said 808 ball pythons.
Okay, yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he just said he's your buddy. He was just throwing it out there.
Right.
So, are you sort of working all your Clown and DG stuff together down the line, or is there anything you're keeping separate from the double recessive?
Well, I'm going to go triple and quad and 5 recessive.
Damn.
So it's not going to stop with just double recessive. I'm going all the way.
So what are your plans at next then, recessive-wise?
Okay, so my most anticipated clutch this season right now for me is I did a female DG Clown to a male DG Pied, 66 head hypo. So that whole clutch is going to be Visual Desert Ghost.
God.
Yeah, which makes the most sense because, like I said, it's easy to see Clown, it's easy to see Pied, but having a DG that I can use with my Clown Pied females, that makes the most sense. So I'll
That
have.
physically hurt me to hear that you were doing that because of how
Oh,
like good of a pairing that is.
oh man, and the quality of my DG is insane too. So it's just going to be super nuts of that pairing.
We have Will's Hella Heat in the chat saying, I'm one of the few who isn't a huge fan of DG.
Oh hey,
I'll go ahead and admit this. Like 5 years ago, I wasn't either. I was one of the guys that was like, it's nothing. It's it's just overrated. A lot of people were doing that 5 years ago, though. That was the problem.
yeah, but who doesn't want something that gets better with age? You know,
Oh yeah.
DG is like wine of the ball python industry. It gets better and better with age.
We made 5 visuals 2 years ago. I haven't hit any since. But we hit a couple computer DG POS-het puzzles. Then like a cine and a pastel, both POS-het puzzle. And dude, like until you hatch a desert ghost and then watch it grow those first few sheds, like there's nothing like it.
Yeah, let me show you my Mel. This dude's a powerhouse. He's amazing.
What is that?
This is my DG Pi.
Oh my god, that is so high pattern.
Yep. You see that?
Wow.
So he's the one that I bred to the DG Clown. So you can only imagine.
That is so bright for just the DG Pi.
Yep.
Wow, dude. I swore there was something else going on there.
Dude's the most beautiful DG Pi I've ever seen in my,
Is that the one that you said is POS-het hypo?
Correct. 66% head hypo.
I would not doubt that thing proved out either.
Yeah,
That is
definitely.
incredible.
I'll be happy. I actually got it. I got an enhancer from Canada, from your part of the neighborhood, also.
Who'd it come from, Billy?
Nope, from Marty.
Oh, really?
Yep, Python Evolution, dude. It's
wow, yeah, Marty and Ben. Shout out.
Dude,
Python Evolution. That's awesome, man.
Let me show you how beautiful this thing is, too, man.
So is that POS-het G-Stripe too, then?
No. This thing is a enhancer G-Stripe, period. No POS-het.
Oh, you picked up the visual, double visual female.
No, this is a male.
Oh, sick. Even better.
Yeah, I got this guy from him, I want to say 2 years ago, maybe.
I was going to say probably 2 years ago because I think that's when they started hitting them.
But look at this. Like the quality of this one is like the new ones he's producing are okay, but they don't even match this guy.
Honestly, enhancer, I feel like the first few years of people calling it enhancer are going to be like the real good years because
yeah,
I'm of the belief that enhancer is just a kind of undirty line of Desert Ghost.
Hey, if it is what it is. But I bought it as an enhancer, and it's going to remain an enhancer.
Oh no, and that's absolutely, man. There's definitely differences. I used to work for Billy, so I got to see them side by side, right?
Right.
Billy loves his enhancer. He's very much in the camp that it's a very different thing. So I've seen many comparisons in person. So I definitely agree they're different. There's something there.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it pure, and then I will crossbreed some too.
I find it cool. I can't remember who it was. Somebody up here in Canada. It might have been Corey Woods. Put an enhancer and then an enhancer Desert Ghost and then a Desert Ghost all side by side in the same picture. And
yeah,
you can really see the difference. Like the Desert Ghost had the deeper blacks and the brighter yellows, and then it kind of just blushed out from there as it went over to the enhancer, where the blacks brightened and blushed as you went over by each stake. It was really cool.
Yeah, I have another one called Sahara too.
What's that?
I have another morph that's called Sahara also. It's allelic with Desert Ghost also. So I have all three.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of Sahara.
Yeah. So Noah came up with that from Africa.
Question from the chat for you. Are you currently working on producing anything you don't already have? Any special projects?
Oh yeah, I got some special stuff coming. So I'm trying to work on my own genes pretty soon. So that's always like that's the thing about it. Like I plan to retire from this, like do snakes until I can't do them anymore. So The thing is, you got to set your own mark. So I definitely want to do my own line of. I'm working on some specialty snakes that I got from Wild Africa.
Oh, some imports.
Yes.
That's awesome, man. That's one of those things I've wanted to do for a while and just haven't pulled the trigger.
Yeah, you got to do it. Like, what's holding you back? The least that can happen is that they don't prove to be genetic, but they'll still be het. Because by the time these females are ready to breed, they'll be paired to a desert ghost pied clown. So
that's true.
There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose at all.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you get a bunch of triple hets for a project working anyway. So
correct.
It makes sense.
It's nothing to lose. You'll still get your money back if you're afraid of the money. But the thing is,
I don't. The thing is, I don't have a good reason not to. Like, I don't have a reason to say I.
Well, Mike's telling you to go ahead and do it. Like Toby Bogolowski.
All right, everybody has to now hold me accountable because Mike told me to. No, but seriously, I have actually really wanted to because I've heard some really cool stories about that. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how the guy found the twister gene.
Correct.
For it. And there was another one I was looking at recently that's really cool that somebody said just came from a random import.
Well, I got a clutch dropping on Monday from a twister.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's twister het ghost, and I bred her to a high super orange dream desert ghost.
Oh,
shit. Pied. So everything's going to be orange dream no matter what.
That's a great pairing, dude. I started seeing the twister. I have this weird habit of just searching Europe morph market, just like browsing randomly.
Right.
And I started seeing a bunch of it, and I fell in love with it, man. I'm pretty sure that's our next investment gene.
Yeah, you might want to grab one from me, dude. It's gonna be orange dream and het desert ghost, so why not?
I'm not gonna say no about that. We'll definitely talk, but no, it's an incredible looking gene. It's worked with basically everything I've seen it put into so far.
Yeah, definitely. I like it a lot.
So, and we got Will's hella heat in the comments. Twister and Mojave combos look sick. Yeah, everything I've seen that's Twister and Bell so far, any kind of Bell gene has looked incredible, just amazing.
Yeah, they call it. It has a certain name. I forgot what they call it. Chaos. It's called Chaos. The Twister Mojave is called the Chaos.
Oh, right. Yes. That is it is a really cool combo though.
I actually have a Twister Mojave het clown female that's 1,900 grams.
Oh, so Jesus, man. That's crazy.
I'll be having that going pretty soon too. I'll have some Twister clowns pretty soon.
Is there a super? Has that anybody?
There is a super.
There is, eh? Wow.
Yes.
So will you be aiming to make like super twister clowns in the next couple of years then?
Yeah, down the line. My thing is to make some first so I can see what they look like. Then the super's always the next level to go to.
Oh, sorry. I thought I had a sneeze coming. Okay. So
bless you.
Gonna jump into the next question, and guys, if anybody else has questions for Mike, drop them in the chat. We'll get to everybody. How many clutches are you expecting for 2022?
22.
Actually?
Yes.
Wow, that's weird. That I don't. Is that ironic or coincidental? I don't know. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, we're sitting around 25, so yeah, we're probably around the same ballpark.
Yeah. So, and then next year I should be able to quadruple.
Oh my God, that's a significant increase.
Oh, definitely.
Going back to the Twister thing, Will's hella heat says they must be allelic or something. The way it changes it, I think he's talking about the chaos stuff still. Any thoughts?
I don't think it is. It's a granite versus a bell.
Think of GHI Mojave.
Yeah, exactly.
GHI Mojave is an allelic, but it looks like it should be.
But it changes crazy too. Exactly.
Yeah. So I could see it going either way. I'd probably guess it isn't, only because all the Bell genes I can't even say that because then Rousseau and Special blow that out of the water. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I have any idea of what I'm talking about Twister.
Well, they have another one like the Twister Mojave Spot Nose is super amazing also.
Twister, Mojave. Oh, well, yeah, I bet it would be. To be fair, Spot Nose makes everything better, though. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen, well, I guess Spot Nose Pieds are kind of meh. But other than that, I've never seen a Spot Nose combo I've thought was shit.
You know, so Spot Nose and Cypress are Lilac also now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we found that out.
Now, when you say they're a lilac, does it do anything bad?
No, not at all.
Good. Okay, because I know Super Spot Nose can kind of wobble and shit.
Right,
so
right.
That if it's a good like ALS, then that's fantastic.
Oh, definitely it is. I'm happy. That was actually the first snake I produced myself here.
So wait, does that mean chocolate is a lilac with Cypress too?
That's correct.
Oh wow, that's awesome as well.
Yeah, because they're all on the same allele basically.
Yeah, no, I'm piecing it together because then I remembered Spot Nose and chocolate we were a lilac, and I was like, wait a minute. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's going to be cool. Like I want to breed my Spot Nose Cypress clown to a super chocolate female.
Oh wow, yeah.
So they'll be dual no matter which way you look at it, you know.
And everything's like an ALS visual clown, right?
Exactly.
That's pretty sick.
So no normals.
Okay, so Todd, in that regard, that's one of the things that you're doing. What other projects are you working on? You mentioned you work clown and DG, but what are some specific projects in those recessives that you're working on?
Well, it's all Clown Desert Ghost. So my whole thing is to get my Clown Desert Ghost pieds. After I get that, then I can add Hypo, add Ultramel, add Xanthic VPI.
Oh, and you're a VPI guy, man. You're just winning me over more and more.
Well, I got something. I got something growing up too. By the time she's ready to breed, I'll hit her with one of the DG Clown Pieds also. I got I guess they call them VPI Snow.
Okay, yep.
Which is Ultramel VPI Xanthic.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So wait, because VPI Snow in like what I know of Snow, VPI Snow would have just been an albino Xanthic. So you're saying it's an Ultramel Xanthic VPI?
That's correct.
Oh my God, what does that look like?
Yeah, let me grab her out. Let's see.
Oh my goodness, that would be a cool combo. Because we actually have a female asphalt VPI quote unquote Snow, which is VPI Xanthic albino.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, at least we didn't lose him. At least it's only a black screen. I can't even like picture in my mind what an Ultramel and a Xanthic together would look like.
Oh, here she is. Can you see her?
I did not. That's not what I expected at all. That's sick, though.
Yeah, that's her.
That's so cool because it's so muted, but it's still so like colorful. Oh man, Ultramel stuff is winning me over more and more.
Yeah, I got a Ultramel Orange Dream, 66 Het Desert Ghost that I got from Ozzy, and then I got her sisters that are Orange Dream Desert Ghost, 66 Het Ultramel.
Oh man, that's sick. We have a Bongo Mystic Het Ultramel just starting to build. That's going to our Ultramel Hypopide male.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, so Bongo Mystic Ultra Double Het Hypopides, like that's one of the pairings I'm most excited for.
Right.
All right, guys. If anybody else has any questions for Mike, drop them in the chat. We're gonna keep going on. Oh, I did not mean to do that. What do you believe is a non-recessive staple gene that everybody needs at least one of? So anything dominant or incomplete dominant?
Well, I'd say Orange Dream. You can't go wrong with Orange Dream.
That's a good answer. I mean, Orange Stream is one of those that really does make everything better. Like,
right.
I've never seen somebody complain that Orange Stream was in a combo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you see people bitch about pastel or pinstripe or spider or this, that, and the other thing. Like, oh, this combo would look better without that. I've never seen somebody say that about a combo with Orange Stream.
Yeah, Orange Dream is amazing. I actually have a Super Orange Dream Cryptic Ultra Mel also.
Super Orange Dream Cryptic Ultramel?
Correct.
So Cryptic, not Krypton. Like
he's cryptic.
Oh my god, that is
cryptic.
nuts.
Yeah. Let me see and make sure he's not in shit. Where's he at?
That just hurts. Like Dylan, I can't use your question because it's a set question. We're getting to that.
Here he is right here.
Oh my god.
So I got this guy from Palumbo, Dave Palumbo.
Man, I'm seeing his name pop up more and more. Actually, Will's Hella Heat in the chat just said he just bought his very first Ultramel from Dave Palumbo.
Yeah, this guy, he's going to work right now. I actually bred him to my Cryptic female.
Oh, that's sick, man.
So I'll have some Orange Dream Cryptics, 100% head Ultramels coming soon.
Oh, man. If you're letting any of those go, I might have to bug you for one of them.
Oh, definitely. God. The whole
That's
thing,
insane.
I wanted to breed her to my DG Pie, but he wasn't feeling her, so I put this guy with her. So there'll be 100% pure Cryptic, Orange Dream, head Ultramel.
That's so cool. The fact that you're keeping it just straight Cryptic there. Like,
oh, definitely.
Not a lot of people even have the capability to do that right now. You know what I mean? Like, I got lucky. I was working for Billy when he got into the Cryptic, Krypton, all that kind of stuff. So I have a few things kicking around, but like, I do not have power like being able to put combo Cryptic right now. Like that's insanity, man. That's cool. Will's Hella Heat asked if you bought that this year, like around January, February.
Nah, I bought it last year.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody would sell that as a proven breeder male. That's
yeah,
a
dude.
strong male.
I bought it as a baby. That's
what I figured.
Humongous. He's like 1,400 grams.
Yeah, no, he's a big looking boy. That's sick. Okay, so let's jump into another question here, Mike. If you could remove one gene from the entire hobby, and when I say that, I mean, it's not like the animal would disappear. The gene would just vanish from that animal, like basically every snake that has it. What would that gene be? That's the first part of the question. And then would your answer change if it was restricted to your snakes?
Well, I wouldn't do spider.
That's fair.
And it's like, I think it's an amazing looking animal, the way what it does, but the problem is, why breed something that's problematic?
And that's a fair answer. And I want to say that's where most people lean. Yeah, no, I get it. Now, would that answer change if it was just your collection? Like, do you have a lot of spider that you'd want to get rid of?
Well, no, I would never have spider. The whole thing was I did my study before I started purchasing things to add it to my collection. Once I found out it was problematic, I just knew there was no point in dealing with it.
Okay, so if you don't have any spider in your collection, what would your answer be if you had to get rid of one gene in your collection?
To get rid of pastel, then.
Oh, that was an easy answer for you. That works out great. Okay, question from the chat then, from Dylan. What's the snake that you like the most in your collection? Doesn't have to be the most expensive or the coolest looking. Just something that you'd never sell.
Well, I'd say it's going to be Morpheus because it's the first snake I ever produced.
What's Morpheus?
He's the spot-nosed Cypress clown.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's see.
I think Billy made one of these too.
So here he is right here. This is Morpheus.
Oh yeah, that's insane looking, man.
I thought he was a fire cypress Batman, but I think he's just a fire cypress spot-nosed clown.
He's so bright.
But he could be leopard, super leopard. It's just hard to say, you know.
So he hasn't produced anything for you yet?
No, he hatched this year, January.
Oh shit! Wow, he's got some good size for hatching in
Oh,
January.
definitely.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, so like
It's got a real nice color to it, man.
yeah, his pattern is super sick. So this is my boy. This is my boy Morpheus. He'll never go anywhere.
That's a good answer. I like that, especially considering you have all this crazy power stuff and the fact that you're like the first snake I ever made. It's it's a sentimental answer. I like it. I like it a lot.
It means more. Like I said, this is more sentimental than monetary.
That's fair, man. That's fair. So you said you're in California, right?
Correct.
So being in California, I don't know how much it affects you or whatever, but what are your current thoughts on all the bullshit that USARK's kind of having to deal with right now with all the crap going on? I think it's in Florida and a couple other states right now.
Well, yeah, it affects all of us because we're all a community, no matter what, regardless of what state you live in. So what they're doing is great for all of us, and we all need to come together and stick together to try to make sure it's safe for all of us.
So there in California, do you guys have any kind of restrictive laws there that you have to worry about at all, or are you pretty good?
No, we're pretty good. It's more of mammals than reptiles, I would say.
Oh, so it's more of a restriction on like warm-blooded animals, like they can't work with the shit coming in.
And then fish, like it's just weird. California is different, but as far as the ball pythons, we're good to go as of now, and snakes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and I know quite a few people that breed that are in California. There's Miguel. There's now you, good buddy of the show, Brian Cusco. There's lots of you there, so that it's a good thing that you're not facing anything kind of imposing currently. But do you have any concern that might come your way anytime soon?
Not at all.
No.
Well, I think USARK is doing an amazing job. So, like, the thing is, as long as we keep supporting them and make sure that we all stick together, I think we'll do well.
And that's I think that's probably the best answer to that, regardless of what anyone's thoughts are on it, or if you think that you're in imminent like need of their assistance or not. Everybody just should be supporting USARK. And you know what? We're up here in Canada. We also support USARK because unfortunately Canadian law looks a lot to the US. But also we have another we have our Canadian equivalent, which is CanHerp. So up here we're kind of supporting both.
Right.
You can't leave USARK out of the conversation even up here because, like I said, unfortunately Canada does look to the US sometimes when it comes to law reform and stuff like that. So it's kind of important no matter where you are in North America.
Most definitely. It makes sense. It makes sense for sure.
Oh, Jesus. I cannot. For some reason, Antoine just posted about moving, and for some reason I thought he already had moved. I talk to Antoine like every day. I feel like such an asshole. But yes, Antoine's also there, and Antoine actually made a comment about you coming on the show because he was actually the first guest on the first ever Friday Night Live, and we've been talking about getting him back on here. I like the guy; he's a great guy.
Yeah, definitely. Antoine is super cool.
And he messaged me, and he was like, "Oh, you got Mike Gay?" And yeah, you know what? I love Antoine. He's one of my favorite people in the entire world. I can't believe. I don't know why I thought he already moved out of California because I think he literally just posted about thinking about it.
Right.
Or no, is he moving? I feel like maybe he.
Well, he said he plans on moving eventually.
Okay,
I'll never leave California though.
That's fair. And you know what? Like, unfortunately I don't know too much about the geography in the US and stuff like that. I know a while back a lot of people were leaving California, and all of a sudden, a lot of people are kind of coming back. So I don't really know
Well,
But
people
that's
complain about the cost of living, but the thing is, you pay for the quality of life you get also along with it. That's the way I see it. So,
I mean, and that's a good way to look at, how to love where you live, because where we live right now, it's really hard to love where you live. Everything's fucking through the roof expensive. We're fucking, but we still got free healthcare. So, I mean, that's something.
yeah, you're lucky about that. We don't have that at all in the
Yeah.
U.S.
I mean, it's basically the only thing we do have now.
Right.
Oh, well. So are there any genes that you don't have currently that you're looking to get into either this year or early next season?
The only one I'm kind of on the fence about is the Monsoon. I like the Monsoon. But anything that I want, I actually have already.
So the only thing that worries me about the Monsoon is I've been seeing people kind of talk about how it seems like the project's kind of cursed. Like from het to hets, they're hitting nothing over season over season.
Right.
And lots of eggs dying and like stuff like that. I've known a couple people that hit them and then them not come out. They die in the egg. And I know, guys like Justin he just put out a video, I think this week.
Yeah, he killed it.
So, obviously they're still being made and they're still being born. So
I think you need to do visual to hat will probably be the best bet to get the best odds.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny too because, like I said, my business partner and I, we worked for Billy for like 4 years, and we actually worked for him when he found the Monsoon in his stuff.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of our collection from him, and a lot of our animals are possibly het Monsoon just due to association.
Right.
And we've kind of been holding back a little bit on trying to, actively prove anything out, just in case there is something going on with the project.
Well, you see, Justin showed the markers now, so it's easy for you to check now.
What's funny is we already had our own markers to look for, and then Justin just gave us another set of markers.
Right.
So I could already tell a het Monsoon from a non-het if you just paired a het to a normal.
Yes.
I could pick out the hets. I didn't even know about his markers.
Right.
So that actually makes it easier now. So I'm actually just becoming more and more convinced it's not recessive at all.
Yeah.
I love the project, though. I think the animals that come out look amazing. I think the banana Monsoon is unreal looking. It's such a cool snake. I think it's going to take a little bit to find the proper key ingredients to kind of unlock it and play around with it a little more.
Yeah, definitely.
But I also think not enough people are in it right now to really make huge strides in it quickly. You know what I mean?
Yes. But that's a good thing about it, though. Everyone can kind of grow together. So that's what makes it even fun.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree with you. I just mean a lot of people that are kind of giving the project a hard time, saying, oh, well, the animals don't look anything different, even no matter what you put into them. Like, guys, you've only seen maybe 10 total combos.
Right. No one's seen a clown yet either. We need to see the Monsoon clown.
I think there's been a moray clown made, though.
Well, yeah, that thing is amazing. Yeah. Roland made that, I'm sure.
Yeah, so now the thing about the moray clown is apparently it might also be stranger, so there's like a whole who the fuck knows. So
right.
I would also love to see just a straight Monsoon clown made.
Yes.
It could be unreal. But there's lots of stuff. Like I think like bongo, like something like that in a Monsoon would look insane. People are saying puzzle might, do something we don't expect. So
what I want to see is a puzzle G-stripe, because the cryptic G-stripe is amazing looking. So I think a puzzle G-stripe would look just as gnarly.
Puzzle G-stripe. Well, considering what G-stripe does to clown, I could see G-stripe and puzzle working together similarly, like incredible. You know what I mean? Like
right.
G-stripe clown, nobody expected it. We've had both genes for like 30 years, and they just started coming out. Nobody thought it would be a good combination.
Yeah, most definitely.
And we were all wrong.
Very true. But G-stripe is one of the one of the most disrespected recessive genes to me.
So the funny thing about that is I'm one of those disrespecters. I don't like G-stripe.
A lot of people don't.
And here's the thing. The thing I love about ball pythons is pattern. And anything that takes pattern away, I'm not a fan of. I actually didn't like pied when I first got into the hobby at all. Because you were just replacing the cool pattern I wanted to look at with white. And that's not what I look at. Right?
Well, I like the super low white pied, so I agree with you on that too.
So do I, yes. So I was very strongly against G-stripe for many years because it was just a stripe that you could change the color of. I've slowly started coming around because I've started seeing the other stuff that G-stripe can do. Obviously, the G-stripe Clown project in the past few years has made huge steps. But yeah, no, I was one of those people. I honestly, probably up till pretty recently, still was shitting on G-stripe. It could have even been today. Like if you go into my Discord, I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny.
But the truth is, like, I don't know how anybody can completely make up their mind about any gene in this hobby because there's so much that can be done with every single gene. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's why
Pastel's been here for 25 years. There's still stuff that hasn't been done with Pastel in it. You know what I mean? Like, there's
the only Pastel I like is Pastel Desert Ghost. I don't like Pastel and Clowns at all.
I completely agree with you. I do not like Pastel and Clown. Pastel and DG is amazing. But one of the things I love about Clown is the head. And when Pastel blows the head out, you kind of lose.
That's my whole point. Exactly.
Yep. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. I've been not paying attention to the chat. Will's Hella Heat says, I'll be going for a Puzzle Krypton Ultramel and Puzzle Clown Ultramel. Ooh, that'll look crazy.
I'm not a fan of the Puzzle Clowns. I don't think it doesn't do anything for me as of now.
I don't know if I've seen one. Yeah, I don't know if I can say either way. I don't think I've seen one before. This sunburn is really coming through on this camera. This is bad. I'm so warm too because to do the show I had to turn my fan off. And it's so fucking hot in here.
Yeah, see, I got my fan on right now too because it's hot in my snake room too.
Got another question from the chat, completely unrelated to anything to do with snakes or the hobby at all. But it says, Mike, since you're in Cali, have you ever seen the Cecil Hotel in person?
No, I have not.
That's my girlfriend. She's literally right here, and she didn't want me to call her out. Apparently, you should. Why would you want to do that? Spooky reasons. Spooky reasons, she says.
Yeah, I've seen the show and everything about it, but I'm not a tourist. Like I live here. I'm not a tourist. I don't go to places where out of towners go to. You know.
It'd be like somebody going to the Keg Mansion in Niagara Falls and telling you should go. You'd be like, whatever.
Right.
It is haunted. Okay. Anyway. All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour. So if anybody has any questions for Mike, drop them now. We're going to keep going for a bit more, but, we're going to start wrapping up. But we have KTA Constrictors in the chat saying Puzzle Clown was underwhelming for me as well, but I think the Puzzle Krypton will be more promising.
Yeah, I agree. But as I said, I think Puzzle and G-Stripe is the way to go because if you look at the Cryptic G-Stripe, the Cryptic G-Stripe is really nice too. So I think the Puzzle and Cryptic look very similar also, the way they disrupt the patterns too.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that G-Stripe and Puzzle will go really well together.
I completely agree with you. Honestly, that's not even a combination that I considered until you said it out loud. I don't know what it was, like 20 minutes ago. But I completely agree with you. I think that combination would be a very good utilization of G-Stripe. Yeah,
I think so. But like I said, because anything that can disrupt the G-Stripe pattern should make it amazing.
Apparently, KTA Constrictors agrees. He says, yeah, I agree. Puzzle G-Stripe will probably be pretty cool. I mean, I think a lot of things that are coming up in this hobby are probably going to be pretty cool.
Right.
Okay, Mike, so we're actually just coming in on an hour.
How much time did we lose playing with the camera?
From the time it said 10 minutes, but that also includes the full countdown, my intro. So
Okay,
it's all good, man. It's all good. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on? Any points you wanted to make before we sign off here?
No, not at all. Just be on the lookout for my upcoming clutches.
All right. How can people find you?
My Instagram, Nsane Clown Pythons, and I'll be set on my morph market soon here.
Oh, and that's actually another thing I wanted to bring up before we completely wrap up here. Somebody mentioned earlier they tried to find you on Morph Market and they couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not on Morph Market yet because I wasn't selling anything yet, so there was no point in me having it set up.
So there you go. You got your answer then. So we're good. So you're going to be setting that up soon. I assume you'll probably be making a post about it on your Instagram when it's ready to go.
Most definitely.
So, guys, go follow him on Instagram. Remember, it starts with an N, not an I, when you go looking for him. And Mike, thank you very much. This was an awesome live. We got to see some really cool animals that you own as well. So, thank you very much. And yeah, I'm sure we will chat soon. Apparently, you're going to have a bunch of stuff that I need this year. So,
well,
I'm going to have to contact you either way.
I appreciate it.
No problem, man. It was a pleasure having you on. You're a great guy, and I'll definitely be reaching out to you soon.
Most definitely.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much, and appreciate you figuring out your audio visual troubles at the beginning. I really appreciate it, so we can get this going.
Definitely had to get it going, man.
All right, man. Thanks. Hope you have a great Friday night.
You too. Have a good one.
See you later, Mike. All right, guys. So that was, as always, awesome. Mike's a super, super cool guy. And this sunburn is just driving me crazy. The longer I sit here, though, I feel like I'm sweating, but I'm not. It's just, anyway. You will be seeing an announcement for next week's show, probably sometime this weekend. I'm not too sure if it's going to be happening on Friday. It might end up being our second ever Wednesday night live. But you'll see that announcement go out very shortly, whether that's tomorrow or Sunday. And other than that, guys, if you're in Canada, have yourself a great long weekend. I don't know if anybody in the States has a long weekend too. I'm not too sure. But if you do have a long weekend, wherever you are, I guess, have a great long weekend. If not, have a great normal weekend. And we will see you next week. Day of the week, kind of depending. Have a great weekend, guys. See ya.